I'm still here, still working on this thing, but we got some parts. Let's check them out. It's looking pretty good. Things are looking pretty good in here. You know, it's not bad. Guys, I spent more money. You know, I guess, you know, we have to. You got to do some stuff. What do we get? Let me see. Just, yeah. Rear shocks. Just cheapos for now. Goal here is to get it back on the ground so I can, because right now it's on stands and I need to be able to roll it around. So I still got to paint in there and fix that. We'll do the front. Got some just cheap KYB shocks and yeet. And some wheel bearings, some seals. Yeah, it's like Christmas, except you got to pay lots for it. Where is it? Tell me you guys don't do this, right? There we go. Okay, where were we? We got the world's best quality. Ooh, look at that. That's how you look, you guys, look at that sticker. Would they put that look, they wouldn't put that on something that's bad quality. That's good. Good stuff right there. Yeah, white box stuff. I don't even know what that is. Tie rod ends. Okay, cool. Yeah, we got stuff. Let's bolt it on. All right, let's get to it. All right, let's get to it. The strut tops were really expensive and I couldn't get them shipped right away, so I just went ahead and kind of did a cheap and dirty clean on the old ones and just painted them. It'll be fine for now. We can change them later. I just kind of wanted to get something on the car just so we can get it back down on the ground. Some cheapo shocks. I don't know if I should put that on the spindle first. We'll just go in. We'll just put it on the strut top and let it hang. Lots of anti-seize. Sometimes it happens. I didn't tell you. Did I tell you? I was over the other side and I was banging on the spring trying to get it off when I was taking this stuff apart, and it broke the spring right in two. It came flying out at me. You gotta watch that. Old springs, man. That's dangerous. What is that, kinetic energy? I don't know. Look at that. It's a thing. That's exciting. Look at that. I mean, it's looking pro-ish, you know, kind of pro. So we gotta move backward. We gotta do some Some more stuff. More parts. Guys, this is getting crazy. All right, what do we got? So I got a couple, I went with like 200-pound springs. That's probably overkill, but you know, we got lots of springs. So more hats again. So what I want to do is I want to make it so that I can adjust, you know, basically adjust the whole spring. And you know, like probably the easy way to do it would just be to, you know, make a plate and weld the collar in there, sort of like what we did with the cross member. But you know, then we'd have the jack bolt running out the bottom of the axle, and you know, it's cooler to be able to do it inside the car. I had to go with a little bit different jack bolt because the ones we used on the front were on back order. And I'll try to weld these into the car without warping them like I did the last set. Learn from me. Don't make the same mistakes as me. So yeah, what I want to do is mind the mess. Mind the mess. I drilled upwards from the bottom, so where the rear spring sits, kind of up inside. Maybe I'll show you. I'll show you. You can't really see, but up in there. And we haven't painted anything yet, but the rear spring sits up inside that little spot. And I drilled a hole, just a pilot hole up through. And we've got room for a jack bolt, so it's gonna go like that. And obviously it'll sit down a little further. So I just need to make a way for that collar to sit in the car nice and secure. And obviously I want to be able to adjust the jack bolt up and down. So probably what I'm going to do, I already started a little bit on that one, just with the hole saw down through. So that'll allow us to get the jack bolt down through. Take a little bit of work, but it's going to sit down a little further. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to make a piece of tube that this whole thing sits in, and then we'll clean it up at the top so it's nice and welded and all secure and everything, and it's nice and rigid in the car. Obviously, you want it to be rigid in the car. Just, you know, the weight of the top of the rear spring is going to be relying on this, so it needs to be pretty stiff. So let's keep drilling, and I'll cut a piece of tube and we'll see if we can knock this side out. Yeah, I can continue here. Maybe. Guys, it helps that I made the hole just big enough for the chuck of the drill to fit down through. Isn't using a hole saw like the worst? Oh, just as I said it, right on through. So that's what I built. So that's just a piece of tubing with a washer, and so the bolt runs through. The collar's inside there, and obviously the collar runs the bolt. It's still pretty loose in there, so I can turn it right down through the top of the spring, and that will allow, like that piece there, basically, we'll walk over, sticks up through the bottom, and that just catches the shock tower. We'll weld that, and that comes up through there, and I'll just I don't know if I'll put a nice little collar or something on it just so it looks, you know, half presentable, and we'll tidy up the top there. But I think that should work just fine to adjust ride height from inside the car. We'll pop the hatch and then do it, but we're gonna do the other side. And obviously the cage is going in here too, so you know, I'll have to work around all this stuff to try and figure out how that's gonna fit in there.
But I think that's a pretty good solution for that. I didn't get it exactly centered, but just don't even worry about that. That'll be fine. We won't have to look at that. Anyhow, progress. That's cool. I've been busy. Just painted all that stuff in there, just trim clad again. Got all inside. I haven't done door sills or anything, but got dirty in there again. But man, I got a lot of satin black trim clad on all this stuff. And up inside, in the spring pocket there, that's where these are gonna go. And of course, that's the top of the spring. Weight jack bolt down through that. I don't know if you can see up in there. I've got the weight jack set up all done and welded in. I just kind of roughed them in for now. But that's our weight jack bolt. That'll push down on the top of the spring. It'll allow us to raise and lower the ride height. Same thing over here, just kind of roughed in. So up and down, adjustable ride height, just like that. Theoretically, it should work. And I just I patched a couple holes, not great, but should do the trick. I guess next up for the shell is going to be fuel cell. You know, the stock tank would go under here normally, and I don't think I'm going to use that. I think we want to maybe put a cell or something back here, and I need to just clean up a lot of this stuff. I took the stock spare tire brackets and stuff out of there, and we got lots of room, so I want to try and get some weight back. So I might cut some of this apart and do all that. So that's next on the shell. I don't know if you guys watched, I've been putting the bottom end together on the 6 liter. So I'm gonna do some porting and polish. Maybe I'll show you guys how I like to do that. Just port matching and stuff, just to get it kind of where I think it should be, flow a little bit more air. But it doesn't seem like a lot of work, but I say it every time. It's a ton of work, and it's just like stupid grinding and cutting and welding and everything. So on to the next one. Thanks for watching.